So what are 5 ways that you can find private money for real estate investing? A couple ways you can find more money for your real estate deals are going to be starting off with family, starting off with your friends, being able to build a brand online, being able to network in the real world, and then finally being able to connect with other like-minded investors. Now, if you're enjoying this type of content, let me know by hitting that like, comment, and subscribe button. And then it does help with the algorithm, helps me continue making these videos, and I really, really appreciate everyone that watches these videos. So now, let's jump right into it. So when you're raising private money, the first place I would start would be with family. And the reason for that is they know you well enough, they already have a connection with you, and hopefully they trust you and you have a track record of being a trustworthy person. If you're not that trustworthy person, well, there's a bunch of work we got to do before we even get there. But with family, I wouldn't just go up to them and be like, hey, like I'm in real estate, you want to lend me some money? Instead, you want to do what's called a practice pitch. And a practice pitch is essentially you talk to them and say, hey, I'm looking to get into real estate. Can I practice my pitch with you? And I would essentially just go and be like, hey, I'm looking for people that might be interested. So if you know anyone that'd be interested in beating the bank's returns, getting anywhere from a healthy rate of return and something way better than a GIC, let me know. I even pay referral fees for that. And essentially what I do is I put that money into real estate deals to generate some passive income. Maybe I'll even force some appreciation with some renovations, and then I kick back my money partners their interest on a month-to-month basis if that's what they're looking for, or at the end of the deal, and essentially I'm able to provide the security of investing in real estate without them having to really lift a finger. Now, once you go through that practice pitch with your family, then hey, for them, they might even be thinking about themselves while they're listening to this pitch. And who knows, they might actually jump in and help you close those deals. Next is finding your friends and connecting with your friends to find this private money. Now, something you gotta remember as an entrepreneur and investor is that your friends aren't necessarily gonna be your clients. We hear this type of content all the time where, you know, you're supposed to support your friends and help them get into deals and, you know, support your friends more than the random celebrity you see online. But the reality is not all your friends will support you, and that's okay. Everyone's at different paradigms. Not everyone, it's actually a really small percent of people, will just support you because they want to support you. Okay? That's just the reality of going after your dreams, and that's okay. However, doesn't necessarily mean you should not try to raise money from your friends. Again, you want to look at it as you're offering them a chance to get into real estate without having to do any work. There are benefits, assuming that you're good at what you do and you're good at real estate and you're able to really close on these deals, provide healthy returns. Well, that's a benefit, and your friends aren't going to have a bunch of people coming up to them offering them these kinds of deals of passive income by lending you money and becoming a private money partner. So you can actually offer them a ton of value just by pitching it to them. Do not feel bad about pitching to them, and don't feel bad or don't take it personally if they say no. Just get through the process of going through your pitch, going through your offer, and that's going to give you immediate feedback, and you can literally ask your friends for feedback. How's the offer? How's the pitch? How can I make it more of a no-brainer sell? Okay? But at the end of the day, they might not all support you. That's okay. And just remember, don't take it personally. You are trying to do something that's pretty, you know, out there in that, trying to borrow money for real estate. Not everyone does that. Not everyone understands that. So you got to be aware of that fact. So now that you've been practicing with friends and family, maybe even close a couple deals, this is where your brand building, or essentially your reputation, comes into play. Once you've done enough deals, once you've maybe even made some content like YouTube videos, shared your knowledge with people, helped educate other people and doing their own deals, well, you'll start building a brand and a name for yourself in your city. Now, raising money is going to be a lot easier because people will know you as that real estate guy, that real estate girl, and essentially money will become attracted to you. By having that brand, by having that reputation that you're able to execute, able to provide passive income to your money partners, well, other people are gonna see that and they might even reach out to you. And that's the power of a brand. That's called attraction marketing. You're essentially showing people that you have a track record, you know what you're doing, and that you are a professional. So you need to make sure you protect your brand at all times. And it takes years to build a brand, but all it takes is one mistake to completely ruin it. So make sure you guard that with your life, and it is going to become an asset later on. It's not easy to build. You really got to make sure that you build that track record and essentially make sure people understand that, hey, you're that real estate person, you're looking for private money, and that you're able to return that private money plus interest in a healthy and timely fashion. Now, another way you can raise private money is just becoming skilled at networking with non-investors. And by doing this, by just being able to meet a ton of people, being able to make new friends all the time, you're basically adding to your circle of influence and the amount of people that really know that you're in real estate. So whether it's going out and meeting people at parties, meeting people out in public, meeting people in barbecues or other social settings, you really want to start to become very comfortable in that, hey, that question of, hey, what do you do is going to come up. And you should be very comfortable basically saying, hey, I'm a professional real estate investor, and I essentially help people beat the banks with their returns. And people can be like, oh, what do you mean? And then that's where you can essentially go into a little bit of your pitch, or at least start teasing a little bit. Now, you don't want to go out into the mall with a sign that says raising money for real estate, because one, you're going to get in trouble with the security commissions around that. But you really want to just start meeting new people, and by making new friends, that's going to allow you to later on raise money from your friends. Now, you can also do this online. It's similar to building a brand, but it's just connecting with more people and really figuring out, okay, what are their goals? What are their interests? And then, hey, most people have interests, and a lot of them are really just stuck with not having, let's say, enough money or even enough time to invest in themselves and do the deals themselves so that they can have more time, more money for their interests. And that's where you come in as that problem solver. Now, the fifth way that you can essentially raise more private money is gonna be with connecting with other real estate investors. They're gonna have their own contacts. They might even be interested in doing deals passively with you, and essentially they already understand the process. So by doing this and connecting with other like-minded real estate investors, you're also continually expanding your network. And who knows, maybe they'll do deals with you, maybe you'll do deals with them, or maybe they can connect you with someone. But they're already familiar with the process, so there's less of an education piece with them, and instead you can just connect with them, see how you can help each other out. And again, you want to make sure that these connections, these conversations are always win-win. Now, if you're an aspiring real estate investor or just a real estate investor that's looking to improve their systems so you can attract more private money instead of begging people to invest in your deals, hit the Calendly link below. I'd love to build you a free personalized real estate roadmap so I can figure out how I can be a resource to you. And if you qualify, I'd love to be your mentor. So again, hit that Calendly link below, and I'd love to talk to you on Zoom and really figure out how we can build you that roadmap. So to quickly recap, when you're raising private money, you really want to start with family, then contact some friends, practice your pitch with them, then be able to build your brand as you continually do deals and pay your money partners, be able to always be networking, adding to your friends and just connecting with other people. How can you help them with real estate? And then finally, make sure to connect with other like-minded and real estate investors that can help you close more private money. Maybe you guys can do deals together, but essentially it's building that ecosystem where everyone is on a win-win mindset. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys got a ton of value out of that. I really appreciate everyone that's watching these videos. You guys are awesome. And of course, please comment any questions below. I read them all. Hit that like button. And of course, hit the subscribe button. It helps with the algorithm. I'm really trying to get to 1,000 subscribers here so we can continually keep educating people on real estate, because you're definitely not learning this in school. I would know. I was a public school teacher before. So thanks so much for watching. Patrick J. Hilaire here, your real estate investor and real estate coach, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.